I did like sheep, goats. I even tried my hand at a hair calf one year.
And tell the people what a hair calf is.
Okay, so you got hair, which is like your continentals and British breeds, like Angus, Hereford, things like that. Then you have your slick cattle, so like your Bos Indicus influence cattle.
All right. So I'm not a veteran of the show circuit. Plus I'm 38, so you're 25. So even when I was messing around at the show barn with no experience, I showed a pig once, and I was like, "Got that credit? I'm out."
Check that box.
Yeah, like it was like you had to. I think you had to. You had to be involved in showing in some way. There's no way I would have went into that unless somebody made me.
For what? Like school?
For school.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So in Groesbeck, I want to say you had to. I wanted to say you had to join the FHA, and you had to go to ag, be an ag class. You had to have ag for so many semesters.
Yeah.
And you had to show an animal. So
I wish they would do that everywhere, because that's the one thing is just accurate education of agricultural products,
Yes.
and it's just not there anymore. That's where a lot of them is communication.
Well, and having they had people that would help you, like different businesses that would help you get your pig or get your chicken or get
They
whatever.
sponsor it, yeah.
And then you would, if you didn't have a place at home, they had a place for you. I mean, it was kind of hand fed, and I mean, you could do a rabbit. You know,
Yeah.
I just chose pig because they said most of the time it didn't make sell, and most of the time you'd have to butcher it, and the only thing I could afford on the list that I would eat was a pig. So we got the pig, fed the pig, showed the pig, placed 10th or whatever, butchered the pig, ate the pig.
There you go.
Whole
Farm to
circle
finish.
life. Yeah, farm to finish. So it was. I mean, it worked out well, I think, for me overall. But you were talking about hair cattle. When I heard hair cattle, I was thinking like Fort Worth style stock show where they got long hair.
Blowers, and they breed specifically for, and they dye the hair to make it black. It's a lot.
And like the people with money would put their Angus in a freezer.
Yeah, it's a cool room, and so it maintains pretty much winter type of temperatures, so that way they can go in and
The hair grows.
Yeah, exactly. It stimulates. So that's a Highlander.
Yeah, so that's
so put Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth cattle show.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you,
Whatever, go to
put
images.
cattle stock show.
Yeah.
Maybe stock show would be
Yeah,
better.
it would
There
be
you go.
livestock show.
So go to images.
And you go to images, and whenever you see the cattle, they're going to have long hair.
There you go. That Hereford, that very first one.
It's got long hair.
Yep.
You see how its hair's long. Now, the crazy part about that is, so there's what is that?
That
12-year-old,
Yeah,
maybe?
that was the kid that won it this past year, I think.
Oh, wow. But you could hide a lot of imperfections
You can.
in that long hair. You just got to have a good barber, you know?
The fitter, yeah. And those guys there's guys that do that for a living. That's all they do is clip cattle. They'll go around and help you figure out how to feed it, all sorts of things.
It's a whole hustle.
It is.
Didn't they limit the amount of money that a kid could get from the Houston
Yes.
rodeo?
Now, Houston has a minimum guarantee and then a cap. So, like if you're a 5th or 6th place lamb, you're guaranteed like $4,500 or something like that, and you're capped out at 7. And that's not accurate numbers. I'm just going off of memory here, but anything over that they put into the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo scholarship program.
Yes.
So that's how they maintain a lot of those scholarships funding.
Google the Houston livestock show or Houston Grand Champion steer. That'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Sell them out. Now this is a crazy thing. I don't think you're from. I guess you go to Temple Public School.
I actually went to Belton.
So you went to Belton.
Yeah, we drove 30,
Amazing.
35 minutes to go to Belton School District just because it was better quality education at the time.
Go to all. And see what amount it sold for. It'll have a news article right there. Brings
There you go.
$1 million. There it is.
And
That's
is
$1 million.
Yep.
That's $1 million for one calf.
Yep.
And so the kid used to walk with all of that money.
It has been that way in a long time.
But then it was that way whenever I was in school. I know. because it was a really big deal. But what ends up happening is, man, there's like a whole underground. I mean, it's wild. Like they got genetics. They got they got. I mean, these peddlers, these hustlers, these. Yeah, and now you got the internet, so at least you can tell the reals from the fakes. Because back in the day, it was just like word of mouth. So you're just
reputation.
Like, oh, I'm going to buy this genetic. You don't have any way to know. You know what I mean? They just got a picture. They're like, yeah, his dad won, and
this is man amongst boys. Here you go.